Naturally, the Queen's garments were of the finest quality. We've asked historical costumier Harriet Waterhouse to take on the challenge of recreating her stunning bridal gown. Now, Harriet, does the thought of making the wedding dress give you any particular problems, challenges?
Well, I'm going to be sewing everything by hand, but actually once you get used to doing it by hand, you can be quite quick. As for constructing the dress, it's quite simple, actually. It's expensive and beautiful and romantic, but it's not showy. It was said at the time that Victoria's dress and all the bridesmaids being in white set them apart from everyone around them and made them really shine.
It's also said that they look more simply dressed.
Well, if you look at previous royal brides' dresses traditionally, are very encrusted and glittering. The lack of embellishment of a metallic sort is really very striking. So she really did break the mould. It's the mother of all wedding dresses.
Harriet's task begins with research. There are plenty of pictures of the wedding dress, not least in a painting of the ceremony by Sir George Hayter, who was actually there.
The Hayter painting is probably the most realistic depiction that we have of the dress. It's a gentle sort of bell shape, which was fashionable at the time. Historical clothes are not just what you see in the painting. The stuff underneath makes the shape. This petticoat would have been worn over different layers. She would have a chemise underneath, a corset, a couple of petticoats and a crinoline. Building up these layers is going to be important, but really all that people will see is the dress over the top.
Authenticity demands Harriet works in antique measurements.
I really love this. This is a yardstick. The yard is divided. It's in quarters. You see there's a pin for each quarter. This quarter at the end is divided in half, and that's a finger. The finger is divided in half, and that measurement there is a nail. This little bit here, you can see the nail has been divided in half. A little remnant of a pin there, and that was an inch. Subtly, not quite a whole inch as we understand it now. Obviously, Victoria had her lace made specially for her. That would be something that I attach. This is fragile. I'm going to have to do a little bit of mending on it, but it's a wedding veil. I'm going to hopefully get this a little bit whiter. It's not quite as magnificent as Queen Victoria's, but it's a similar size, and she wore it just on the back of her head. So her hair was up, and it was attached sort of there-ish, and it just hung.